What's up, all? It's me again. I'm happy for this new second session of masterclass training about box cover box, the cover box girder bridge. So for this session, I'll show you now how we can create the beams. So we show you how to create our beams. I'll show how we can design this kind of beams. So I'll show you how we can design the open box gate beam in using Autodesk structural grid design. So this is the Autodesk structural grid design environment. The first of all, will show you. We are sought out to show you how you can create the open box beam composite box grid beam in use of desktop design. The first of things, we must choosing the design code. So for our training, we're working from some different. There is some many aspect from many different design codes. We can working with British standards. You can working with Euro code. We can have Euro code from France Annex. You can see you can working from the Euro code from UK Annex. So it is up for what you want to do. So for our aspect, just Euro code by default, and after open it include the recent data. Before you starting to make the modelization, before you must firstly define the material. Yeah, we're working with this concrete parabola rectangle. We're working with the concrete, so we're working with the steel design with this the type of grade is okay for us, and the model Russia we can make it by default, and is all. I mean, you can define the strength and strength. It's okay. After we work, we're not working with the design section, but we're working with the beam. So for the beam, when we select the beam menu design beam, you have here the the new the sub menu, which give you the possibility on the tree menu tree here view. You can see the steel composite, the pretension press test, the the reinforced concrete, working with the steel composites. So in this case, define material properties applicate to beam tip of rest. So I must define I'll go back to the material to define the reinforcement steel. For the reinforcement steel, working just with the horizontal, because they're not the incline it, there is no incline the reinforcement steel. So we're coming back here and so select the composite box grid. The first of all, you can see here with many span. It can be cantilever, continuous, internal, but you can make simple support it. The span, our span will be the different span because it will be three span. Each span has to 20 meter. And for the cross section, you can use the varying or uniform. You can use working with uniform. And here I can select in the section. For our section, I can create here and say, and here we have the component. I'm working with the hybrid open box. We can see here for hybrid open box, we have the top flange. This is a top flange. I'm not working with this. I make one, and the bottom flange thickness. For the top flange thickness, I can put no, not I can just put here. Can less by default, but the web thickness is very important. But bottom flange I can put is 1 2, and I have that one. But for the overall height, it will be stay by default, but I can start again to be clear here on this aspect. Here you can just select modify this first the main top and bottom top flange, and we can just a top web thick, no, not web, but top flange thickness. We can change it. But for the web thickness here, I can put 20, 100, and the bottom flange thickness I can put 200 millimeter. So this is our design. So here we are finished. Other dimension specific reference, we can let them by default. I click OK, and then I select the concrete, not the concrete hunch. If I select the concrete hunch, it can give me that, but it's not important because I don't working. I will not use that one. I will not use with that one. It's very important to put this concrete inch. This is the inch. Is the concrete inch? Is that one? Is the concrete inch we can use? But we not use it. We're just working with the normally. So I can not select it, but we're working with the concrete edge, the concrete slab. For our concrete slab, just for our concrete slab, we can put maybe no, we can put this. That's okay for us, and the depth can stay the same. I put okay. We just come here. We just finish our modelization, but we'll make some modification. Because I'm working with the soffit profile, because I need to change the inertial the inertia of the inertia section of this one, this shape. So for that one, I can change here. Here I can put maybe a 1000. You see here, it can change, and I can change the profile type. I can put arc. You see here, I already changed the inertia. You can see here, we can just change. It will be a section with a inertial variation. Is the inertial section. You see, we have changed the dimension different type, because the dimension, the inertia of this section of this place is not the same for this first the starting the starting is not the same for the middle. I want this because I make some specification section beam. So after to do that, you can see here, we can go to the variant transparency. You can see is our section inertial modification. So to close this training, which we can do after is to go to section, and so here I can define the concrete reinforcement. So for the concrete reinforcement, we can change the diameter. Maybe we can put 20. But for mine, I can put 25 diameter, but the spacing will be 150, and the cover I'll put 30, and to give us this form. Let's click echo, okay, and after to selection, I just finish my section beam. You can see here we have it. We can add a specification of the fashion span. You can see here longitudinal transverse slab. For the transverse slab here, as you can see here, I have that one. You can see it gives us that form. They see that's okay. We can define by default. It's okay. We already finished to create some slab for our design and modelization of beam. After to do that, I can create transparency, and I can see here we just come finish. So the next session, so I will show you now how we can design the structure definition to create a bridge. Thank you so much. I see you for the next session.